So workers' compensation can often be frustrating. It's way too slow, far too many denials. And oftentimes my clients will tell me, I want you to request a hearing and get the judge to pay attention to this. I want the judge to know what the insurance company is doing. But the judge, it's just not their job. So a judge in workers' compensation, what can they do? They can order benefits. They can award benefits. But there has to be a specific dispute that goes to a judge. So if you have medical reporting, one medical report says that there's 15% disability and another report says 20% disability, a judge can determine which one is substantial medical evidence and is more persuasive. If there's a dispute over whether a shoulder was injured on an industrial basis, medical reporting says it was, but some factual issues say that maybe it wasn't, the judge can issue a decision as to whether the shoulder was injured on an industrial basis. But for frustrating issues in workers' comp, when injured workers say, I want the judge to know what the insurance company is doing, well, honestly, the judge probably just doesn't care because the judge has no power to listen to what the insurance company is doing and say, I'm sorry, injured worker, what do you want me to order? So this is the issue that needs to go to a judge. So if there are benefits that were paid late, the judge can award penalties or interest. If the insurance company didn't accept a body part, the judge can issue an order that a body part was injured on an industrial basis. If medical treatment wasn't authorized, it really needs to go to IMR 99% of the time, but conceivably some rare instances that can go to a judge and the judge can order treatment. But really, it has to be a specific dispute. So when I have clients regularly frustrated by workers' comp that say, I want you to request a hearing because they're not doing anything for my knee. I injured my knee. It was 3 years ago. My knee still hurts. They're not doing anything about it. But I can't request a hearing and go to a judge and say, Judge, I want you to order them to do something about my client's knee because it's just too vague. If it's accepted, then we need to get the treating physician to make referrals out to specialists. If those specialist referrals aren't authorized, maybe those disputes can go to the judge. But the judge can't order that something take place. The judge can't order that the insurance company pay attention to something. The judge can't listen to the frustrations of workers' compensation delays and issue an order that workers' comp comply with the law. Workers' comp insurance already has to comply with the law. And if there's violations, then potentially there's penalties, costs, sanctions. The judge can order those. But again, it has to go to the judge with a very specific dispute. So I know a lot of my clients, a lot of injured workers in the system are just plain frustrated with workers' comp. But you can't go to a judge and say, listen to all of my frustrations, because the judge just doesn't care. The judge has to be able to issue an order or an award on something. So if you're going to a judge, make sure you go in with a very specific dispute. Treatment was requested on this date. They had this many days to go to utilization review. They didn't do it. Now I want treatment authorized. Here's my evidence. I want you to order an MRI of my lumbar spine as requested by Dr. Smith on August 13, 2023. Very specific disputes need to go to judges. Otherwise, they don't really listen. They're not counselors. I know a lot of people would like them to be counselors and listen to how frustrating it is, but judges need to be able to order something. If you found this video helpful, even if you didn't like the answers, hit the like button down below and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos.